Now let's give you the starting fives. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Elo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins. Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed.
Talking to Coach Lenny Wilkins in terms of defending Michael Jordan, Cleveland is looking to start the game with Winston Bennett on MJ.
And then they like to end it, Coach, with Craig Elo guarding him. The idea behind that, to me, is start Bennett on him, and then hopefully Craig Elo is fresh down the stretch.
Clock at 6. Pass to Daugherty, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Man, I like the pass-first mentality of Price. He's a terrific distributor and a guy that his teammates really look up to.
Nance passes to Bennett. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and that one hits back iron.
For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright has struggled coming back from a knee injury. In the 9 games since his return, the big fella is just averaging 9 points per game.
And the Bulls really need Cartwright to provide some offense. Look for Chicago to give him some touches early in the game to try and get him going.
Count it, Jordan. Jordan's got 6 points.
Clearly, he's found his rhythm early in this one, looking to score whenever he can, whenever he has to.
And this team encourages him to be active on offense because they understand how dangerous he can be.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
Never seen anything like it. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Elo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Here's Price. Following the basket by Michael Jordan, Price finds Nance.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. 16 points, 15 assists in 1 game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
And the call will be against Larry Nance. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Cleveland. And Chicago also making a switch. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for John Paxson. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The Cavs fans might already have their palms in their hands. Jordan looking really strong here early.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. So for the Bulls, Purdue comes in for Cartwright. King subbed in for Grant. Price, the pass to Daugherty. Elo up top. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers, leading the league at 41%. They also are #1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Doherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Elo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. Here's Elo after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Coach Wilkins scratching his head looking at his players. You think at this point he'd want to send double teams at Jordan when he catches the ball.
Purdue against Doherty. The second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
This is where Doherty wants the ball because he's adept at using his size to get defenses to compromise.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Brown comes in for Larry Nance. And Kerr subbed in for Price. Here's Jordan. No good that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Chicago made a coaching change in the offseason, promoting Phil Jackson from assistant to head coach.
The goal for Jackson is simple. Get this Bulls team to the finals. Win a title.
And it's good. 2 points.
Nice job finishing inside Kerr, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Jordan finds Pippen. Jordan passes to Purdue. Doherty against Jordan, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Rollins checked in for Doherty.
Into the lineup for your Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers trail by 5.
Rollins.
Kerr, the pass to Brown. Back to Kerr. Pass to Rollins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Rollins showing some physicality on that play, making trouble for the defense and able to draw the foul.
Rollins hits them both. The Bulls leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jordan tries to the hoop. And the dunk by Jordan.
He is anchored in and making a living down low tonight.
.23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kerr against Armstrong. Kerr, the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to Ridgefield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
Now, here's Price. The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. He signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
So for Chicago right now, Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then there's Armstrong. Then it's Pippen. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael. A season high for the all-world golf.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. Boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
Here is Price after the made shot from Michael Jordan. And Williams is right there. An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the miss by Michael Jordan. And that one's good. Elo.
Very smooth jumper from Elo. He hits that consistently.
Jordan dishes to Grant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Let's credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Doherty's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. Now here's Elo. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Williams. The rebound by Grant. Bulls leading by 6. Left side, Jordan. Jordan continues to roll. Michael has matched his total from 2 nights back. 28 points.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Back to Price. Over Paxson. They get it back. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
The putback. Doherty makes it look so easy.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who was averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other, playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. And Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, Pippen, a fantastic defender, and knows when to pounce on passing lanes to come up with the steals. Watch out.
Elo outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Rebound by the Bulls.
When you bring it inside, you have to go up strong, because more often than not, you'll face stiff defense. The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Brown is checked in for Williams. Bennett comes in for Larry Nance. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Mark Price. Will Purdue's checked in for Chicago. King comes in for Horace Grant. Shot by Bennett, no good. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
Davis is checked in for Pippen. Brown kicks to Elo. It's not going to go for him. Jordan with some nice D. And again, Chicago turns it over. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. Now here's Doherty. 5 points in the game. Elo outside. 2 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And it's King with the rebound. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Talk about hang time. That was a nasty double clutch finish.
Oh, Clark, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy, aren't you? You can create.
Yes, yes, yes.
And space is what he had. Soft defense there.
And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Got his hands in the passing lane that time. Paxson creating scoring opportunities many different ways.
Kerr, the pass to Doherty. Here's Elo. They could use a bucket. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Doherty.
Just a touch more aggression on the defensive glass, and that could have been prevented.
Yeah, they've got to get physical if they want to prevent those second chance looks.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
Hands out there with Bennett. Then there's Daugherty. Then there's Price. And it's Elo at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Now, here's Bryce. Paxson with the steal. Here's Jordan. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Thus far, another monster game from Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers.
Jordan.
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. Here's Bennett after the made shot from Michael Jordan. They get a hand on it. Paxson with the steal. Here's Jordan. Grant kicks to Jordan. No good that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Elo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You have to admire Elo's skill as a shooter. I'm sure it took a lot of hard work and practice to get his efficiency to be this good.
This is his first free throw of the game. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs' offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes, so Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
Now, here is Jordan. 43 points in the game.
That's a finish for the purists out there. The lightest of touches on the finger roll.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Elo outside. To the wing on the left. Daugherty in the post. He's against Cartwright. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan against Elo. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. And he's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. He's pretty much dictated the pace with the steady offense inside. And the timeout right now, probably going to be making some adjustments.
quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Elo outside. From 10 feet out, here's Doherty. Count the basket. Doherty's got 9 points.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring. The Bulls with the second best record in the East.
For 3, and that one's good. Elo's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, you look at Doherty's assist numbers, and they are tremendous for a center. Brad has excellent vision of the floor.
Here's Jordan. That one rolling around and runs out. Hey, Clark, in the MVP race, it feels like it's Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. What do you think?
I agree, and you take a look at Magic. He's your pick if passing is what you favor. Over 11 assists per game. Johnson's Lakers have the NBA's best record as well, 51-17. MJ clearly has the scoring edge, 33 points a game. Plus, he's a first-team all-defense guy. I think it's another hard choice for the voters.
You and I vote it is going to be difficult.
Hard, no question.
Offensive rebound, Elo. Good D by Jordan.
Showing great intensity around the rim there. It's part of why he's such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
From the arc, Jordan now just a single point shy of hitting his 54-point masterpiece against the Cavs earlier this year.
Look, the Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32-36 right now. Remember, last year, they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least. We've seen Jordan go to work on his three-point shooting, and the improvement very evident here tonight.
Price kicks to Elo. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. 40 seconds left in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
For Chicago, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. For the Cavaliers, Brown is checked in for Doherty. And Bennett subbed in for Larry Nance. Then for the Bulls, Purdue is checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Horace Grant. Davis is subbed in for Pippen. Now, here's Bryce. And the Cavaliers call time here.
The interior defense has been very subpar, and I bet their coach is letting them know about it.
Allowing far too many points in the painted area. They need to put forth more of an effort defensively.
Chicago on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And Brown throws it down hard.
One-handed, threw it down with power.
Oh, he loves that move.
An iconic one for him.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
You know, if they manage this clock the way they should, it could be the last possession of the quarter.
That has to be the plan here. They want to have the final say in this quarter.
The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Guys like Winston Bennett are a real value to their team. He's a hard worker who just wants to see his squad succeed. And he'll put in the sweat to make it happen.
And here is Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Comes up empty down low. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls running away with it. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Jordan is out there with Armstrong. Then there's Davis. Then there's Purdue. And it's King at the four-man position.
Running the floor and capping off the fast break. Elo brings hard work and hustle every time he steps onto the court.
And for Elo, making it in the NBA,
Michael Jordan.
Mark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, a regular season record. Michael Jordan has 62. Now just one away from his career high. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Out to the right wing. Elo against Jordan. Elo the pass to Price. A sweet little floater.
So deft with the floater. Price recognizes exactly when he needs to go to that shot.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Who wants a free T-shirt? Make some noise! Make some noise for your Cleveland dancers!
Jordy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nance comes in for Brown. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Cartwright's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for King. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Davis. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong. A new career high for Michael Jordan. 64 points.
They look to him offensively. A player who makes an impact on this end.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
First team
That's
foul.
foul number 2 for him. Price, the pass to Elo. Back to Price. And there's the pass to Elo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Perhaps nerves, maybe frustration, but now is not the time for mistakes.
Yeah, control going to be the key here. That's the only way to get out of this thing.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Jordan's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 21 to the inside. Shot by Bennett, no good.
Boy, I love the aggressive defense he brings. You've got to respect and appreciate that.
This is why his guys love him. The effort he gives on the defensive end is awesome.
From deep, Jordan, Michael Jordan, now at 67 points, has now set this building's scoring record. Absolutely outstanding.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
In the corner, Nance with it. Elo outside. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jordan. Unbelievable. Jordan just notched 69 points. A man on a mission tonight, folks. Holy cow. Pass to Bennett. Kicks to Elo. Now Bennett. Price outside. And trying to break loose. No good from Price. Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what did they need to do to get to the final?
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up.
The assist.
Become more aggressive,
Michael
more
Jordan.
physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out. They need more from Scottie Pippen, too. He only averaged 9 points a game in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
That's right. Cleveland moving it around. Got a piece of it. Then at the pass to Price. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the triple.
Boy, he is a lethal outside shooter, an absolute laser. If you don't stay tight on him, Price is going to make you suffer.
Here's Pippen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bennett. Second personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw good from Pippen. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Collins checked in for Dorton. Brown comes in for Larry Nance. Kerr's checked in for Elo. And it's Hardy in for Price. And then for Chicago, Neely comes in for Bill Cartwright. And King subbed in for Horace Grant. Hardy passes to Kerr. Here's Bennett. Brown trying to free himself up. Shot by Bennett, no good. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Brown against Pippen. Jordan kicks to Pippen. With the fadeaway. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This is a shot Pippen is very comfortable with. He's extremely effective in the mid-range.
Here's Hardy. Paxson pulls it in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And that's going to be a travel. And the Bulls making a change here.
Now
Hodges checked in.
Craig Hodges.
And the Cavaliers with possession. Kerr outside. Passes to Bennett. To the left side wing. Here's Hardy. Rebound by Neely. Here's Chicago. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Pippen. Jordan passes to Pippen. Shoots over Brown. And it's Pippen again missing. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Down low. Here's Bennett. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A little contact won't stop Bennett's shot. He stays on the attack and gets through it.
The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Jordan against Brown. The tray. And Jordan good for three.
The number of the second half, 3. They are drilling shots.
And that starts with ball movement, putting your shooters in good positions.
Here's Hodges. No good. And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland.
That's the end of the
Chicago is 4-0 against the Cavs
Thank
this
you for
season.
coming out and supporting
They've got
your
one
team.
more meeting in
Please
2
take care
weeks
to
to
get home
finish the
safely, and we'll
season
see you at
series.
the
But
next
guys,
event.
this is total domination by Chicago.
And Clark, tonight, a Bulls win and a brutal loss for the Cavs in this playoff race.
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, they're a full game out now. Still, Cleveland does have 13 games left, and the Bulls, they solidify their spot as the 2 seed.
It appears they have. For Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan.